Alright, I don't want to take up too much time on this episode. I'm just looking at the thing.
Getting torn up out here!
I gotta do a few things.
You made a big mistake.
Like I mentioned, I'm kind of a little bit in a rush with this episode, or this series of recordings. Piazzi 5B. I mean, like, in fact, I might want to actually just do this end. So, Yeah. So, Star Citizen. Yeah, so I don't know what the state of the game was last time I recorded. But like, you know, it was rough. It was rough. Like, freight elevators were broken for an event that was hauling and had to do a lot with freight elevators. Missions weren't repopulating the contract board, and like, that's still the case. And it's like, every hotfix they do, they'll do a hotfix, the missions will show up, and then they'll disappear, and it's like, okay. I mean, like, I don't know, and like, this is the first time this has ever been a problem, as far as I'm aware, in like the, 6 years that I've been following the game. So like, I mean, like, you'll get a thing where the missions don't like show up immediately, but also you will see that, so it's like, that's a whole thing. And there is a post that I'm really interested to hear, because Xylo decided to respond to that one in particular. And I don't think they've ever acknowledged, I don't think I've ever seen an acknowledgement of the mission system, the mission board not populating. And maybe they have, and maybe it's totally unfair to just be like, I'm pretty sure they haven't said this, or they haven't responded again, or acknowledged the fact that this is a thing. But I don't know. So, yeah, there's a... Yeah. I do also want to say, that the Star Citizen Live, where they were interviewing the audio team, was honestly really good. I mean, like, it's just audio, but they're talking about stuff, and they're like, hey, here's a thing, and like, it felt like an old Star Citizen Live. And, it felt good. I am a little bit concerned. I saw somebody was like, there's a Reddit post that Simon Gershon is amazing and an absolute gem. I think that Simon Gershon is amazing and an absolute gem. He's got I looked at his IMDb, and he has an extensive list of things. I don't know, I haven't, he's like an audio engineer, sound designer. Actually, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I mean, he's been in film, he's been around the block, knows what he's doing, I believe. And I, like, mean it in the best way possible. He looks like he will pull a guitar out of his ass and do a line of cocaine off of a naked woman's back. Which I don't know if that actually implies a classic British rock star vibe, but that's the first thought that came to my mind. Anywho, I also saw some concern that, like, didn't they, like, didn't they get rid of somebody, or didn't they bring somebody new on who was like, hey, we're gonna fix all these things, and then they didn't fix these things, and then they left the company, so, like, I mean, and there's probably no problem with whoever that person was. I mean, maybe not, it depends. The Banu Merchantman, you know, of course, is a thing. And there's so many things I could also talk about, but, like, it's all been said before. The Kruger Light Fighter, they mentioned the sounds for that. They also specifically mentioned that the sound team is pretty, you know, far along in the development process, so I am assuming that I'm not going to assume that the Kruger Light Fighter is going to come out in 4.3, which is probably a September patch, hopefully a September patch, because I want as much time to do the resource drive as possible. So, you know, and I don't know, I've been hyping up the Kruger Light Fighter, I've been excited for it, and maybe I'm hyping it up too much, I don't know, but, yeah, I'm probably gonna play around with my credit and, you know, upgrade to it if I can, and, see how decent it is. I might hold on to it as an LTI thing. We'll have to see. But that's neither here nor there. Until next time, have a good day. Great day even. Chowskis.